Before I went to uni, I worked in this greasy spoon. It was alright, some of the regulars were a bit of a laugh, but I fucking reeked of bacon all the time. So this one day, this young lad comes in. It's about 7:30-ish. And he's never been in before. But I knew exactly who he was as soon as he walked through the door. So he orders a coffee and a full English, no mushrooms. He made no eye contact with me at all. So he pays and he sits down, just on his phone, waiting for his food. Now he obviously has no idea who I am, because if he had, he would have walked straight back out there and then. But like I said, I knew exactly who he was. Aiden fucking Mitchell. An absolute cunt, to put it mildly. Now, I never had anything to do with him, but he'd been to school with my cousins, and some of the lads from school known him from a youth club that they all went to. And they'd made me painfully aware of who he was and what he got up to. He made my cousin Tammy's life a living hell in school. To the point where she killed herself. And instead of being remorseful, he went round boasting to some of the lads at the youth club that he was the one who killed her. And he revelled in the fact that he got arrested and questioned for a murder. Tried to build up this reputation that he was a murderer. Such a fucking dick. There was never actually any proof that he killed her. But when all the evidence was gathered, it was very clear that he drove her to suicide, constantly bullying and harassing her. Now, Malik always leaves a hammer and a bat under the counter at this cafe. You see, every now and then, usually in the evenings as we're winding down, some smacked up twat comes walking in with a poxy little knife demanding for the notes out of the till. Now listen, all you have to do is pull out a big fuck off hammer and act as though you're going to cave the skulls in. They'll soon do one. So I'm looking down at this hammer. And I'm looking back up at this fucking wanker Aiden. And I'm just thinking about smashing this bastard's face in. So he looks up and he notices me, eyeballing him. And I can see that he's trying to figure out where he knows me from, or better yet, where I know him from. So we're just staring each other down. And then Jerry. Fucking Jerry. Look, loved him to bits, but he was the last person I wanted coming up to the counter at that moment. Great guy, he just never shut up. And every day we'd have the exact same conversation. Look, usually I'd be happy to indulge the old fella, but in this moment, all I wanted to do was figure out just how and what I'm going to do to this fucking wanker Aiden who's just breezed in without a care in the world. Look, this wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. How long I've been fantasising about kicking this little prick's teeth in. I've heard all about what he's done to my cousin. And I've heard all about his prideful boast that he was responsible for her death. But this is the first time I'd seen him in 4 years since all that happened. And it just happened to be at my work during the breakfast rush. Was I really going to go and kick the shit out of him there and then? So Jerry's wittering on, and I see Aiden get up and leave. Now he's already paid for his food, so he's either clocked who I was, or he just knows that he's in for some trouble. Look, he basically sprinted towards the door. So I excuse myself from Jerry, who's still waffling on, only pausing momentarily as he turns around and resumes his conversation with a very baffled stranger who's behind him in the queue. So I dash to the door, and I see Aiden just legging it down the road. And as he disappears, I contemplate whether it's even worth chasing after him. Nah. Keep running, you prick. Keep running. So I go back in, and I see that Malik's put Aiden's food on the side. Here you go, Jerry. as he handed him the plate. "This one's on the house, mate." "Oh, thank you kindly," as he continues, chewing the ear off this stranger he's accosted. I haven't seen Aiden since. But listen, there's a hammer with your name on it, mate. A big fuck off hammer with your fucking name on it.